How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel, and I know, strange. I'm streaming on a Friday morning instead of a Friday afternoon. I will be streaming in the evening as well. It's just today is the stream where I had to do something because I can't go to the gym because my foot. I bruised the base of my foot on something, and I'm not sure what. It just hurts. So hobbling around at the moment, and it sucks. I do wish I was actually going out and doing stuff. But it hurts to do anything right at the moment. So I'm all good. And then like Kerry's all like hurty as well because she went out yesterday as well. And basically we're a group of crippled people right now. We're kind of useless, so it sucks. So yeah, walking to school this morning with the kids, it hurts. Had to do it yesterday, hurts. Had to do everything, and it just sucks. And I'm like, you know what? Sort of just dumb. So sort of figured Hydroneer, jump on for a bit and do a bit more. So the plan is I'm going to extend the mine. We're going to bring in a ton more drills, or a few more drills, and start building up the actual like looks of the mine as well. So I started putting in these stone pillars. The reason why I started putting the stone pillars in, hey, is it bed mode? Bead mode. How you doing? Thank you very much for kicking out. Boom to you. So I started putting the pillars in for like decoration because this is the build that I want to build out like completely. So I'm not going to do another build. I'm not going to like start another game. I'm not going to try a different one. I'm not going to do this. This is the one I want to build and basically make out properly. So I was trying to gauge like where I'm going to be putting things like ceilings and roofs and bits. So I'm going to be putting a roof across this section here because this is all going to be a workshop, and actually my house is going to be upstairs. I tried to sort of like gauge how big the area is going to be around here. So I'm actually going to be like putting a driveway in here, building a shed for all of these as well, so that's going to be fine. I was just putting them out. I was like, okay, I'm going to be doing this, and this, and just trying to do different things. So that was the plan. Abdul Ahim, how you doing there, sir? Anyways, so yeah, that's the sort of plan I have for my build. I know I know Higgs boson Matt has gone like full on. I'm going to just dominate the world. I think he's up to like 500 and something drills now because he's on like floor 4. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I wanted to build that actually looked like it was like a working factory sort of thing. So that's sort of where I'm going with this. Now, I did smelt this up. So we are going to go and head off to volcalidus. And we're going to do a bit of smelting. We're going to do a bit of building. A bit more drill work. So we should be alright. And I'm going to be here for a couple of hours today. And then this evening, it's like 4:30 a.m. we're on the grind. Well, for me, it's 9:30 in the morning. So, yeah, I'm on the grind. So, yeah. Looking forward to the full forming bow. It's going to take, I think it's just going to take months. And the reason why is because when I stream it, normally I only stream like Friday night and Saturday night. And normally during the week, I'm a little bit more busy. I'm always messing around with like other games and bits. But I've sort of come to a realization that no one really gives a damn about the other games that I play on this channel. Like if you look at I look back on the viewing figures and stuff and everything else. Unless I'm playing like Hydroneer or I haven't tried Satisfactory yet, but I'm going to assume when I play Satisfactory, the numbers are always better for these type of games. So I'm going to be doing this. All the other games I'm stuffing, I am looking into starting a whole new channel for doing like reviews and like let's play bits and stuff like that. But this channel, I'm sort of more looking at going down that whole route of like just Hydroneer, Gold Rush, anything that involves automation or just sort of like this sort of gameplay. This is the sort of thing that I really enjoy doing. So why not carry on doing it? So you're going to start seeing like less videos and stuff from me when it comes to like just random games, because I'll be putting that on different channels now. I know it sounds horrible, but I'm sick and tired of watching like, I know it's like when it comes to Hydroneer, it's like a good chunk of people watch it, and that's nice and it's good, so thank you very much for the support and all. But when it comes down to like I became a shopkeeper and this happened, nobody watches that crap on mine, so there's no point in having it. So I'll just not bother with it anymore, you know, not on here at least. I still want to make that sort of video, but it doesn't really do me any favours, not on here at least. So yeah, all good. So yeah, I'm going to be looking into like the whole. I need to go through my games and like pick out what I can use on this channel now. So there will be Satisfactory stuff coming at some point. I do want to play Fallout over here though, because like Fallout is a big thing of my life anyway, and Fallout has always been it's always been a thing in my life. So I'm going to be chucking that on here. Just because Fallout, for me, Fallout's always been like it's been a real passion project of like watching the TV show has been a good thing and watching that come to life. We're actually like playing. I've played every Fallout game. It's sad, but that's it's just the way it's been. So yeah, I'm one of those people. I think you do great with RimWorld. People have said that, so I might consider looking into it. I know it's fairly expensive for like what it is. But I'll consider it. I've been watching your Hydroneer content since volcalidus update. Inspired me to buy and play it. Great fun, informative, entertaining. May you always be blessed. Oh, cheers, man. It's one of those things. I think when it comes down to it, you do get pushed into a sort of like category, I would say. From my point of view, I actually don't mind it because it's like my own little corner of the internet. I'm actually glad that I found Hydroneer when I did, and I'm glad I've managed to help people and so on and so forth. But it does seem to be the thing is I used to be one of those people who used to help people like grow their channels. I used to be in that little group of like guru channels. I'm a moderator for Nick Nimmin still. I still mess around. I'm still in his Discord trying to help other people. And one of the things we always... Oh, why did I bring this up here? I should have bought the hauler. So, one of the things that we preach a lot of the time when it comes to, like, channels is that variety channels suck. And, how you doing, Peter? So, yeah, variety channels do tend to suck. I mean, unless you're, like, entertaining and loads of people enjoy watching, like, anything you do, most of the time, switching games hurts your channel. And that's what's hitting me now. After looking at all the stuff for like the last year and a half, I decided a year and a half ago I would carry on doing what I'm doing, and I would just keep an eye on how things are working. And yeah, it hasn't gone well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So over here, it's just going to be like certain content and certain this, that, and the other. And then on I will create another channel. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm telling you it exists, but I'm not going to tell you the name. And maybe if that channel does start to gain what I consider a good crowd, then I'd probably open it up to this lot. But I think keeping it separate for now and keeping it like away from everybody else is just something you never know, you might actually see it. So I'm just going to are there mods for the DLC yet? I'm pretty sure some of them will still work now, but you'd have to look through. I think the best way to actually determine which ones work and which ones don't is literally go on the Discord and find out. Like, not my Discord, the Hydroneer Discord. Yeah, I just wasted time driving this all the way to volcalidus, and I have to create big drills. Yep. That's because I'm an idiot. But yeah, how you doing, by the way? Thanks to all the people that have just come. I know it's early morning for a lot of people. All the best for the channel. We'll see how it goes. It's basically an experiment. I want to see what happens. It will be a faceless channel as well. So I'm going to be trying to just sort of hone that more. I don't know. I'm trying to do the whole entertaining thing. So if you watch my Planet Crafter stuff, get ready for it. All good, man. So if you watch my Planet Crafter videos, I want to do that sort of like sarcastic sort of like, because I know like I was doing like the commentary stuff in the background of the actual video. The idea is to be a bit more like sarcastic and just basically not hold back and just go with whatever's in my brain at the time and just spurt it all out and see what happens, really. I might even rename it now, but I might just call it Unfiltered, because I probably will end up playing games that just don't really... I don't know, just trying different things, really. How am I doing? I'm doing good, man. I've basically had a week of just me sitting here just like pondering bits right now. I've been going through like my channel a lot and really just adding it all up as it goes along, you know. The worst part is knowing that this will probably be the last sort of like addition to Hydroneer. Well, I don't know it. I'm guessing, but the way that this game is like laid out now, and the way that Max was talking about starting a new project, I don't really know what's going to happen to this game. I think this might just be the end. So yeah, It's been a lot to like have a ponder about. It really has. Apart from that, though, I'm doing all right. I may even start going back into Car Mechanic Simulator at some point. I know I said it's been a long time since I played it before, but that's just because of just, yeah. I mean, when I played it originally, it just burnt the crap out of me. Maybe a Hydroneer sequel. I don't think so. I don't. The way that he was speaking in the video, he basically said that it's going to just be something different. So I don't think it's going to be a Hydroneer 2. I mean, in all fairness, I mean, this is just a DLC, so this is just an add-on. The way that I would see it, if he wanted to do more for Hydroneer, all he has to do is just work on the original game and just add to it, maybe. But we'll see. Well, that didn't work. But yeah, so I might drop out. Your Rusty Nuts Garage might be coming back for a sequel. We'll see how things go. I'll see if I can put the old school production value in, or what I did before, which was it was a lot of work, but it was all right. I think you run out of things to do for this fairly fast. Like once you have tier 3, there's no tiers. I sort of agree and disagree at the same time, but I mean, there's plenty you can do in this game. It's a lot of like, it's a sandbox game, so you basically just do whatever anyway, and that's fine. My main issue with it is that it just feels a little bit more, I don't know, it felt more emptier with the stuff they put into it that doesn't make any sense to me. Like the video I made about the ore miners, like the passive miners. Like a lot of people are just like, well, you know, they're doing it because of this. I'm like, I don't think it is. Like, and the problem with them is once you get to a point, Sticky Stock, how you doing, bud? So once you get to a point of like just, you've got to the ore miners and like, hey, cool, you know, I've got a mine, I've got this going, it's cool. But then you don't really need them anymore because, well, you don't need them. They're done for. You're making more money and more stuff out of your mines than ever. So it's like, why are these a thing? It's one thing that just got me. So I think you put in a couple of things into this game that was sort of, I don't know, just filler content. That was just how I felt about it. What about trying to put some new ways to play Fallout? Yeah, so Fallout is as I said in my my community post the other day, I actually do want to go back into playing it because they've just put in the graphical update for it, even though it says there's a texture lock already that's in the game. But I was like, you know what, I just want to end up playing the game, and this is something that I can't do. I mean, I could just sit here and play it, but then I would just like forget about my channel and forget about everything, because Fallout for me was it. I've been playing Fallout since 1997. It's been a long time, and Fallout's just one. It's one of those things with Fallout 4 especially. I wasn't a big fan of the story. I was a fan of the gameplay. Hello, can I ask how you can't see the fog in the southern part? Oh, I can. Trust me. So in my videos, at the time that I recorded those videos, I was quite fortunate. Max hadn't turned it on. So he was basically messing around with the actual engine that controlled them at the time, and when I recorded it, the fog didn't work. So I was like, I'm getting ahead of this, and I was able to do it. But literally now is like, yeah, that's how it is, and it's the same for everybody. So unfortunately, yeah, it happens to me as well. It's actually why I don't go through there anymore. So even though I said this originally, and this comes back into like when we were doing Q&A membership. Thank you very much for 26 months at Promethean Gaming. So I spoke about this when we were doing Q&A, and Max was asking us for our feedback and so on and so forth, and I basically said I don't go through the Barrens, and he asked why, and it was me and a few other people, we had the same thing. It's like, because the fog puts us off. Why do we want to go through it all the time? So I don't go through it. I just don't touch it at all. You said in your miner making video not to do them all the same time. So The reason why I said that is because at the time they were all spawning in the center like they used to in the original game, but now they spawn in a circle pattern, so the collision actually doesn't interact with it all. So it's all good now, don't worry about it. But yeah, that came down to a collision thing. That was just something that I was afraid of, so I warned people against it at the time, but it actually does work. So first time, long time. Do you think the mods will be getting upgraded anytime soon? Mods have been upgraded to 3. A lot of the mods have been upgraded to 3.0. I don't know if they're available in volcalidus though. So when Max updated the engine to the game, the modders have been working on making them work. But the thing, I don't think there's anywhere they can be put in the DLC. So I think that I don't know what's happening. I'm not part of the modding community, but that's just how I see it. So I'm assuming they're looking for a place to put them. If I'm going to be honest, we don't know though. So take that with a grain of salt, or sand, or sugar, or whatever you have with your tea, and yeah, go with it. But I mean, the problem with the mods is that, as I said, it's the DLC. I don't know if they've got an actual like home to be. The reason why they were in the base game is because they had their shop made. So the RFC shop itself is a mod, and it was a mod in an empty section of the game. With volcalidus, there isn't a lot, so to speak. There isn't a place where all the mods can go. It's not built into the game. So I don't know if someone's working on it. I don't know if anybody's actually bothering with it. The thing is the mod. I think the mods are working for base game, but not for DLC. But I don't hold me to it. And we're still building. But yeah, so I'm not sure when I want to do a Fallout stream. It might be Sunday. Peter Paulson, welcome to becoming a roadie. My bags are in the corner, mate. So I might do a Fallout stream on Sunday, just because Sunday is like, I don't do really a lot on Sundays. I try to normally get ahead of recording, but like I said, like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing currently. And I think there's just going to be, at the moment, I might just stream a couple of extra nights instead of like producing a video for a bit, and just basically seeing where that takes me, really. The comfortability you show while using the mods are more enjoyable to watch than try and play, which I find most attempts to play. Yeah, the mods are the mods I tried out and stuff on base game were really good. Their quality of life, and I genuinely, it was one thing that I kept mentioning. The mods that were like real quality of life, things like the pipe expansion, the logic expansion, all of that stuff, they should have just been base game anyway. Like Max should have just made them like part of the game, and the reason why is because they help people. And that's the main thing. It's like, if you can make a game that basically helps people and do stuff and it's all good and it's fine. If you can make a mod that improves the quality of the community, then that mod should just become like base game completely. And a lot of the mods that were brought in, like some of the stuff that Itchy had put in himself and some of the stuff that was made from the community, some of it should just be base. And it'd just be the stuff that actually helps the community. And everybody wants four-way split pipes because it helps the build, and it's a pain in the arse that it was never added. I've been vocal about the mods. I think there's only one mod set I didn't buy, or didn't download. Sorry. How many drawers do I plan to place? Whatever's here, really, because I've just run out of Cloutium and Corestone. So whatever's left, I'll chuck back into the circulation, and we will turn my machines on when I get back. Place all these out, and I'll try and get them all connected now, basically. How many I want to know how many I want to put in though. It's going to be a lot. We're only on the first floor. I mean, if you look at Higgs boson Matt's build, his is like where I want it to be, but I want it to work. That's my whole thing. But I don't want it to lag so much. I want it to actually just be a build that works. And look good as well. Hey Hybrid, I asked you the other day about using timers on your setup instead of switches. You're correct. Getting the logic to work properly is a pain in the butt. Yeah, I don't do it. That's I just don't touch logic. For me, logic is all about just if I can make it simple for myself and it works, I don't really care. There are people who have made like successful builds. Noxstream, how you doing, bud? I mean, Promethean Gaming is very, very sort of like adverse in a lot of logic. He understands it a lot more than I do. But for me myself, I'm like, it just doesn't click with me. So yeah. Streaming at this hour. This hour is 10 o'clock in the morning, mate, for me. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I just don't touch. I just don't really touch logic. I'm just not. It just doesn't compute with me. If I can do stuff with a lever, it works. Basically, levers work. I'm happy. Oh, I'll go back a bit. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the streams and the stuff that I've done on the channel, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. And also, you can become a member for just as little as 99 cents a month. Normally, how many drills? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really figured that one out. Until it starts lagging really bad. I think that's where I want to be, really. Yeah, normally I have little people walking across the bottom of my screen. The downside, I forgot to turn it on again. I always forget to turn it on because it's not normal for me. Like, normal for me is just play the game. But ever since I installed stream avatars, I'm like, I should turn it on. And I never do. So yeah, I will be putting them on a lot more. Especially if I turn this channel into a full-on streaming channel. I don't know yet. We shall see. Or a full-on sort of automation channel. Oh, I pushed F again. Damn you! Nearly done. Yeah, the logic seems to get it seems to get annoyed with like most people who try too much. I think that's what I find in the Discord as well. It's like, why isn't this working? It's like, have you seen your spaghetti junction? There's your issue. No, don't F. That one I'm going to have to F. And then we're done. And then it's all working again. It does seem to get a bit stuck. If your drill gets stuck in the floor, like you can't lift it, then just push F on it. And it'll work apparently. Yep. And there we go. True that. Let's go, go, go. Also, it's been nice to see an old IP getting so much like recognition again. I know this is going to be a Fallout talk, right? But after the TV show, have you seen how much like Bethesda has sold on like Fallout 4 and everything else, and people playing Fallout 76 again? I know 76 is slightly better now, but yeah, there's a lot of people playing it now. Even I'm playing it again. I'm back on my PlayStation. I'm literally playing Fallout 76 again. I haven't played for... I mean, apparently the last time I logged into it was in 2020. So it's been 4 years since I played it. Mainly just because I was just playing other games. But yeah, Fallout 76, 4 years later, I'm back on playing it. I actually don't mind it though, that's the thing. I really enjoy it. Right. And if... Right, can we get this right in right now? Properly. Yes, we can. Oh, yeah. All I've got to do is change that to a T-pipe, and the world is a better place. Cool. Now we start lining up for the other one. Bigger is better. I really should be running my drill set right now. I'm still scared that it's going to mess up though. Like something's going to go wrong. What's going to go wrong? Everything. This is temporary, by the way. So what I'm doing over here is that foot... This is actually going to have a... I'm actually going to build a set of stairs that goes up through this and then just come out in a better place. But right now, temporary. Because I don't want it to cross. I might bring the stairs over here actually. We'll see. But that's the plan. I planned it. It's a plan. Right, turn the drills on, turn the harvester on, turn the water on. We're all good. Oh, I forgot to turn the failsafe on. Always turn a failsafe on. And go. So another thing I do want to... I've had this conversation with several people who have watched my video about like this setup. For some reason, they ain't collecting anymore. So, I might have to pay attention to what somebody said about putting a little magnet on this end and just trying to force them off for a little bit. Because, yeah, when it goes into that center section, they don't work. So the tool bags have to be in the center, which is a pain in the butt. Once you get to tier 3, is it better to just make use of the huge drills instead of the small ones? I don't know, I put small ones down there as well. They're working really well. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm probably, if I'm going to be honest, I want to, I might just turn a magnet on and just have it on intermittent so it clicks and then goes and clicks and goes. And I could do that today. But yeah, it's just a pain in the butt that is like, it's a thing. Because they skim the corner, they don't click onto this properly. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But trying to keep things centralized is a bitch. Center. That one seems to be in the center now. And now it's not. Centralizer doesn't work. I tried it in the previous stream. Apparently it sucks. The belt ramp thingy? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I tried the centralizer. I was like, okay, it doesn't work. It's annoying. Anyway, at a turn, like other direction. Well, the corners basically push it back into a non-central area. That's the main issue. So we just got to, I don't know. I might just have to have a faff around. If I can make it work, then we're all good. If I can't, then occasionally I just have to go up there and just faff around with it. Rotate the throwers so the readout is at the bottom. Ugly, but it works. I'm not sure how that would make a difference if the tool bag's not going anywhere near the reader. That's well, the tool bag doesn't go near it, so that's the worst part. And no, you can't. No, because the conveyor belt's for like changing the thing. We're out by 2 squares. Right. Alright, well, give us a sec then. We got time, don't we? Go forwards. There we go. I don't want to hook it up on the back of my truck. Doot doot. Doot 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 doot. Nope, that didn't work. And then we get the joys of like connecting all these up. But yeah, we should be okay today. There is a game I want to play though. I got a key for it the other day, so I might have to do one of those like first impression-y like automation games, but it's called Odd Sparks. Came out not yesterday, the day before, and it's basically an automation adventure game. I was like, okay, cool, get to have a look at that maybe at some point. I'd be curious to see if anybody's actually played it yet. I gave it a quick go and I was like, okay, there's a little bit of a learning curve. It's fine. Have you tried Satisfactory? I think we've had this conversation before, Paul. Yes, I have tried Satisfactory. I was genuinely waiting until it updated to version 1. Because it is now apparently a finished and complete game. I just can't remember when version 1 actually comes out. And I get that question a lot. So there is a lot of people who want me to play like Satisfactory. But like I said, I mean, if the game is coming up for version 1, which I'm pretty sure it's happening soon. Yeah, I'll be playing it. I'm not very good at the whole math side of things, but I'll just go, well, I need like 70 machines that do this. And if that's not enough, I'll add 10. You know? You really trying to crash this game? No, I mean, there are people with bigger setups than mine right now. But those people stream only this game. Or play only this game. I have been doing videos. So I haven't managed to actually do that. But by the time I'm finished, this is just floor 1. I've got lots of floors to go. Maybe Kibitz. Yeah, well, I said I haven't really looked into it. So, just quick, if anybody can find out when version 1 comes out for Satisfactory, that's probably when I'm going to be playing Satisfactory. And if let's say it happens in like 3 days' time, I'll play it in 3 days. But it will be a game that I will stream. I'm not going to make videos about it because I feel that when it comes to like streaming that game, it gives it more of an enjoyable thing. And I'm pretty sure that's how Kibitz does his stuff. Basically, he streams it constantly and then just downloads the VOD and makes videos. So I'm pretty sure that's how he does it. I know it takes him a long time, so yeah, could just be. I know a lot of YouTubers who do that sort of thing. They'll stream everything they do, and they just VOD everything down into like 20-minute videos, and they do commentary over the top, and then it's all good. But for me, yeah, Satisfactory will be a stream. I'm not going to be videoing it. It's a lot of work, and it's like, I mean, you know, for me, it's like I've got to put out this conveyor belt, I've got to do this conveyor belt, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. It's like that's going to be like 2 hours worth of gameplay. Can I really be bothered to record that for 2 hours and then only use like 3 minutes of it? So, yeah, I'm probably just going to stream, pretty much like this, really. I foregoed the idea of doing videos for this. I did the guides and stuff, but when it comes down to like video content for this, that's where everyone else beats me to it. So if you look at like Blitz, Real Civil Engineer, Dre, those sorts of people, they made videos about it because they weren't really teaching people how to play the game. For me, I thought like teaching a community would have been a little bit better. That's just the way I saw it. But I could have been one of those idiots that's just gone, hey, today we're going to be playing Hydroneer, and then just dig a hole. But yeah, that's why I did it on stream. Mainly because you actually got to see the workings of what was going on instead of just like me making crappy jokes for like 10 minutes. Which is what I do in like other videos, so I don't want to do that with Hydroneer. I have a bit more respect for it. Right, we go up. Right, last one on this line. How many drills are there now? I think it was what, 11 or 12 per line. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 per line, 12, 24, 36, 48, plus the others across the back. I think we're up to like 60 now. I'm basically just filling up this rectangle of them. Anything spare down the side, I'm not really worried about. The downside is going to be, have I got enough pipes to put these all in? chuck that over there for a second. Now we start piping it up. Because these ones are far onto this conveyor belt. So that's fine. Have we got a blockage yet? Nothing stuck on the belts as well. This is really good. This is what I was. This is so. The main reason why I use these over the sorting belts is because every time I ever use the sorting belts to actually just fire into here, they were getting stuck on the edge. Now with these, because it's literally throwing them off, I sort of saw that as a positive, and it just means it works. But I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, Paul, and this is where. Well, sorry, Peter. Oh, why do I keep calling? I think it's because your name is Paulson, and I keep having Paul in the back of my head. So my main issue with just making guides is that over time, I just haven't got anything else to talk about. So the videos stop because there's nothing else for me to do, and that's the main issue that I have with like guide content. There's nothing else for me to sit here and just say, guys, I can help you with this, and then just not have an idea of what to do. And that is the crux of the issue. So it's a pain. So that's going to be a T. That's going to be the next one. So I need a T pipe. And that's going to be... Oh, I need a booster. I haven't got a booster. That's a wee bit annoying there. Need a couple. One of them I'm going to need is for Cloutium. Well, the Cloutium pipe. So let me just turn this off. At this rate, how many drills there are, I don't trust to walk away from this. So I'll leave the drills stopped for now. We'll be alright. And then when that's stopped, I'll be okay. But yeah, that's the problem. I would say that's the problem with having a game like Hydroneer. Because it's come out over time. And I have got something stuck. So because it's come out over time, and obviously the guide content was to follow the updates, which was good, but now it's got to a point where there isn't any more. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do anymore, basically, for it. But have you found any real gold yet? What, in the game or in real life? Because in the game, yes. In real life, no. We don't do gold over here. You know, real life, no. Oh, I find it at boot fairs. Wait for all my gems to come up and finish. Gotta go. Work is calling. Have a good day. Peace out, Peter. Have a good one, man. Enjoy yourself. Well, I'll try to. It's Friday. Look forward to that at least. No, if I wanted gold right now, if I just go to a boot fair or a pawnbroker, I could get hold of gold then. But gold in real life in the UK, unfortunately, we're just one of those places you just don't find it everywhere. Well, I have only got one spanner bag, so that one must have worked then. I have no spanner bags. Right, okay, cool. So I need some of those as well. Right. I think I may have come up with an idea of how to like stop it doing that then. Maybe. Peaceful Chaos, welcome to the Roadie clan. Boom. Bags are in the back. Thank you very much for becoming a member. It's most appreciated. So I need to buy a couple of pipey bits and some tool bags. That's going to be fun. Where's my money? My money's on the back of here, it's fine. Right. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta try and... I gotta figure out a magnet thingy. Oh yeah, I was gonna try that thing that someone said earlier. Give me a sec. We'll figure that out first. So I need to come here and get some more tool bags. If I buy like 10, we'll be fine. Buy some boosters, because we need some. And then we'll be alright. And now in the world is a better place. Hey up there, lad. If you dig deeper, you can go down and get some more riches, can't you? Whatever. The worst part is I left my lava running. Which means right now my filters are getting hurt.
These crates are used to build stores. Huh?
Yeah, I find it hard to explain to people about which button to press when you push things. You know, when you pick things up and put things down. In chat, which button is that for you lot? So when you pick something up and put things down, what button is that for you? I bet mine's different. Oh, it's just me. I know I can do it, I just don't. Ah, for you it is. Yeah, I changed my key binding. So E's the standard. I don't use E. Do I need anything else? No, it's basically how I feel more comfortable playing this game. So I use left shift. Because I use my little finger to do it all. So left shift for me is pick up, and the forward slash is run for me. I'm a weirdo. Good morning, Dustin. How you doing? What else do I need? I can't remember what I needed now. Oh yeah, I was going to do... For Gold Rush, I put all on right mouse. So for Gold Rush, I use almost the standard way of playing that. So when it comes like any way of like directing cranes and stuff around, I play it how the way it was like given. Nope, I never used to play any instrument. I was a singer. Well, shout, scream, gruff. That was me. I was the loudmouth. So I can't do instruments. My brain doesn't work properly. Just does not compute for me. Let's put it that way. Now, my band days, I was vocals, basically. My equipment bag was literally nothing because every venue you ever went to always had a mic, so you didn't have to worry about carrying nothing. But I did help. But yeah, I think it's just because I'm left-handed predominantly, so it's just one of those things. Oh yeah, no, I didn't have roadies, mate. The bands I were in were real small. We didn't have roadies or groupies or anything. We were small, like 1 or 2 gigs sort of thing, small.
Huh?
To put this into perspective, in my streams, like right now, I have more people in my streams than I ever did at a gig. That's how small of a band. That's how small bands I was in. Mainly just because of just life, mainly. Right, now, is there enough room to do? I didn't, oh yeah, I needed to do that one, so that's fine. We'll chuck that there for now, because I haven't got a thingy. Right, now I'll take this one off. Oh. Yeah, straight. To be fair, it's easier to watch on a stream than to fly across the Atlantic. Exactly. Yeah, Super Wizards on the, yeah, it's on the map. But even then, like the gigs that I played were just, they weren't very big. We did one for Help for Heroes at the Red Lion in Gravesend, which was fine. It was good. Did a few little other bits and pieces, but nothing. I wouldn't say we. As said, I spent more time practicing than actually performing, which was a bit of a shame. That's just the sort of thing that happens. You know, life happens, and that's fine. But I enjoyed my time in it. I enjoyed my time writing. I enjoyed my time like doing stuff. It's just the experience, really. And the other problem I had is like, because where I live is, I've always lived quite rural, so it's always just like middle of nowhere sort of things. A lot of the bands that I auditioned for were like London based. That was the main issue. So it's okay. Right, so that's all working, they're all plugged in. Now I just got to turn them all on. Now did I turn that one on the end? Yeah, I did. Excellent. So now we've got 48 plus the, I think it's 17 down the other side, so 60 something drills. This should just work. I'm Todd Howarding. I'm Todd Howarding this at the moment. Oh, you're not supposed to be stuck there. Right, Todd Howard. It should just work. Oh, I got to put my tool bags on. Got to get some more floor at some point. Oh no. I'm stuck. Really gotta get some more floor. Should we try that for a second time or just not bother? So, you're saying that if I turn this over, then it'll work. How many have I got on this one? 16. Right, well, as I said, I'm willing to give this a shot. Might help if I just turn the water on. Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. I need to see this work. If it works, it works. It's all good. Yeah. And it is more towards that side of the belt as well, which is good. Well, it looks like it's more to it. Yeah, I get it. Don't worry. Because it's like when you dump something on top, it activates straight away. On the plus side, though, it's all right. Well, we shall do this for a little bit longer then. I'm all good with this. Huh? No. But yeah, one thing I was saying to somebody in comments, they were just like, so yeah, what happens if they all run out? It's like you've got a good like 9 hours until you have to go and get some more. Because the build itself will work for like 9 hours without any extra, so that's all good. The tool bag on the continuous belt is hilarious life. Yeah, it's what I like. So that itself, like if without the tool bags on, this setup will last you 9 hours. If you've got 10 tool bags, that's lots more time that you can just spend not worrying about it. The more the merrier. And I know some people get a bit arsy with like, oh well, it creates lag and so on and so forth. Well, if it creates lag, don't do it. You know, if you're running on a lesser system, don't do it. Yeah, but it's just one of those things. There's my belts, there's my harvester. Let's go! So that is 48 plus the 7. I think it's 17 or 18 I've got down one side. Should be alright. Thank you very much to whoever subscribed. It's most appreciated. It's still not updating. I don't know why. I'm going to full on Mayor Humding on this crap at some point. Just goddamn! Paw Patrol, they're messing me people up. Yes. Let's go, kitties. Look at that, the full-on pure load. It's spitting bars, sort of. Good morning, Lloyd. Welcome to the live stream. Don't fall in. Look at all that crap. Look at it. You look at it. Love your logics out. I haven't got a logics out. It's not a lot. It's just basic. Pure idiot style. It's all good. Gosh. That's a lot of stuff. So the only paranoid thing that can happen, really, is that sometimes one of these might land on the floor. Everything else, pretty much good. And we're up to 392,600 in ye olde stone car. And there we go. I don't know what this is currently running at, by the way. But it seems to be running well. Should be okay. Did I not put a centralizer on that other belt? Also, seems a bit weird this. Like, this one, oh okay, so this one's not as yep, they're all working. It's not as continuous because of timing. This one, thank you very much for subscribing to that person there. This one seems to have like a more continuous stream of stuff. Very weird. I think this is the one, yeah, because this one's like right here. So that's boosting quite quick. The boost for this is up the other end. Really strange though. But there is a lot of stuff coming out of this one in one go. A lot of processing though. It's fine. It's fine. See? One or two things every now and then. I feel like I'm in one of those factories now. You got really mundane tasks. What's your job? I pick up bits of gold off the floor when they fall out. I'm not allowed to keep it because if I do I get fired. That's what it feels like. But hail the waterfall. I don't even want to know how much all this is going to be worth. It's like, okay, we're good. So the main reason why I've had to stop is because I can't really build anything else now because I've learned how to cloudium on corestone. So I've got to smelt all my bars at some point and figure out how much I've got. So the idea is just wait and see. Seems to be though, it still takes a really long time to get cloudium out of the mine. There's 1, 2, and that's it out of all of that stuff, and then there's another 3 bits there. Cloudium is still so rare in comparison to like the other ores. Are those ores falling through the conveyors? I don't know. They might be. Like they might just be getting pushed off of here. So, or I don't. Yeah, it's weird. It could just be where it might be like double stacked and then one just falls off. Oh, they're about £5 each. I know that because basically the idea is when you get down to this level, most of the stuff you're mining, because I use basic stuff, I don't use like 3-star, 6-star, or whatever. Everything down at this point is above £5 in weight. So all those quests are like, hey, can you get me a £4 like this? Yes, I can. If you want like a £4 like piece of cloudium, you just pull one off the belt. Basically everything down here is £5 in weight, or a little bit higher depending on drill. That's all you need to do. So the one main like I'm going to say this. I've never used this as an actual sentence before. The one main cope that I see in the video that I called out the ore miners when they were, because you get a big clump of gold or a big clump of iron and stuff. People are just like, well, you could use this in the late game, can't you? Like for doing like people's missions. I'm like, yeah, you could, or just run every piece of dirt off the floor and you're going to be making money. You can just pull a lump off there, £5. You don't have to worry about the weight the weight distribution. It's literally just one piece of ore is about £5 in weight. You don't have to worry about it. It's really strange that people go, well, you could use it in early games. Like early game, you're not going to have enough elements to run these things. Well, you've got to build them first. And then when you start building them, you're already earning more than these things can put out. And in a shorter time. So it's very strange to me that that is basically one of the arguments I get. And like I said, I don't know why Max put them in. I mean, it would be nice to hear from him, like himself. But me, myself, I still don't really get it. Maybe you need to get the Cloutium ore mine going. I'm assuming that Corestone is doing fine. Well, there's Corestone. And there's Cloutium. You get more Corestone than Cloutium out of the mines. But obviously everyone knows that if you've got a vein, then you'll get more of that element. I have one vein on this entire claim. This is one of the biggest claims in the game, and I have one ore vein. And it sucks. Not even lying when I say it sucks, alright? It sucks. That is the only ore vein on this entire claim. Unless something is in the frozen tundra, which is this bit here. But that is it. Out of this whole claim. But I've dug out all the other claims and I've seen all the ore veins, and then this one was just that. I was so annoyed. That's only heavy. But there we go. So that's mulching through, which is nice. And yeah, so I want to go off and actually build, I don't know what I want to build now. But what we can do is finish this line up. So turn off my drills. Good morning, Max, by the way. So all that turns off. Wait until the end of the line. Hold the line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Love isn't always on time. Yeah. And there we go. So if you wanted to do this all in like an order of like how rare things are, John, how you doing, bud? Welcome to the live stream. I think I saw you pop in earlier, but I forgot to say hello. I'm very sorry. Right, so the harvest is done, so we'll turn the harvester off. Keep the water going. Pump the automateds. So the bars are on their way up now. And we're going, doing good. Okay, John. Sorry, you got caps lock on, mate. I'm just shouting. Yeah. I don't know. By the way, I have no idea how much my gems weigh. I haven't looked. Just whatever. It's alright, mate. I guarantee my emerald's probably worth like $1 million by now, though. Oh. First man with a green H as well. I think that's what, is that 20? That's 36 months, isn't it? I can't remember. Good morning from Wisconsin. That's somewhere I want to go to Wisconsin. I'm a supporter of the Brewers. Go Brewers! Admittedly, I haven't watched for a little while, but when I do start getting back into baseball, like watching it, yeah, I'm a Brewers supporter. I didn't want to go to Wisconsin to go and watch a Brewers game. We're all good. Hate working at Amazon. Oh man, that sucks. Would it help the grind to have the Cloutium drill running? What Cloutium drill? Hopefully it'll be a good year. Man, I haven't watched for a couple of years now. Like I haven't paid attention to like what's going on. What Cloutium drill, by the way? Prometheum. My dad was a Milwaukee Braves fan. Was disappointed when they moved away to Atlanta. Well, that sucks. Now they're known as the Atlanta Braves. Right. Cloud. The ore, the one you have is useless. What are you talking about? I don't have a cloudium drill. I'm now really confused. What do you mean by cloudium drill? You've actually like befuzzled me. What's going on? The one I think is useless. Oh no, they're the ore drills. The ones on the map, the big one. Yeah, I just don't use them. So you can have it running Cloutium, but you earn more Cloutium out of these than you do going like, yeah. There's no point. So I started today, like this more like when we started this map that was an hour ago. 1 hour ago, I turned on my machine. Oh no, I turned them on for what? How long? How long did I run them for? Like 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. I ran them, and we've got 800. We've got 4,000 pounds worth of Cloutium, whereas with the big drill, you have to wait 15-20 minutes for like 300 or 500 or whatever, however size it is. I don't even know what size it is. So no, those big drills are basically next to useless. They don't really do anything else. You're actually better off just drilling and just collecting a couple of ores every now and then. That's what I mean. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know Max put them in the game, and I get it, but once you get to a point where you can earn like 4,000 to 5,000 ounces of like a bar, at this point, everything else becomes useless. Everything. You're like, okay, so there's no point. Right, let's go. I'm going to finish off putting my drills out now. And then I can work on getting my the rest of my... I've got to build another conveyor belt. I need these in first. The real Synthax. Hey up, lad. How you doing? Doing alright, mate. Thank you very much for asking. Oh, I've got one drill left. Yeah. My finger's buzzing. There we go. Right. Bite ya. Grove. Right, I think I've stuffed myself up going up that way now. I'm going to have to make another hole. Or go up that bit there. No. Yes, yes. Yes. We like climbing, we do. I've got a brand new combiner and I'll give you the key. Beep, beep, beep. There we are. What we'll do is we'll just use this to collect Cloutium and core stone. You get a massive stuttering display on the screen. Oh no! Actually, I have no idea what happened because... Yeah. Maybe it was the ad blocker. I don't know. I do run ads, but maybe it just skipped the ad. I don't know. Maybe. Max definitely needs to add air brakes to the hauler. Yeah, so it just lowers. Yeah. Right, how much is my... so this is the other thing, right? By the way, diamond is worth 250 per ounce, right? So is onyx. So, my onyx... is worth 375,924. And by the way, diamond is more common than onyx as well. So they're worth the same. You get more diamond. I still have never cut my onyx or my diamond. Apart from missions, which are like 1 or 2 bits of onyx. But there you go, $1 million in diamond. Yay me! I don't know how much gold I've got though. Gold is probably like 10 million now. Yeah, 10 million. Way! I got 10 million gold. Don't use it. The problem is you don't use it. Once you get to a point, once you've earned like I mean, I'm still working off of the $500,000 I earned ages ago. I haven't bought anything else since, or I haven't used any more money. So when I first spent out a load of money, so I stuffed up somebody's sword, and I made a $500,000 sword because I screwed up the order. And I sold it off, and I had £500,000, and that's the last load of money I actually had. I haven't spent anything. I haven't made another bar of cash since. I've been running off of that one section of $500,000. And I think I've left my money somewhere, because it was here. It's still in the shop in Newglade. Hydrate. Oh man, I've just had a drink. Admittedly, I've got to take some painkillers. My foot is banging right now. Give me a sec. I've got to take some paracetamol in a minute. So I haven't taken it for about 5 hours. It's like, yeah, the bruise, even though it's a bruise, it just hurts. And walking sucks right now. The reason, as I said, the main reason why I'm streaming now is because I was supposed to be down the gym. 351. I've spent 150 grand on stuff right now. So that's all I've spent, by the way. I miss going to the gym. I actually really do. I think the game needs to do an economy to scale, meaning there'd be more expensive. Yeah, it really does. Really, I completely agree. Don't forget to like the stream if you're watching. Even if you're lurking. Thank you very much. No, I genuinely think everything should just be more expensive anyway. I don't think pipes should be like 20 quid. It's £22 for a pipe. Make it 100. It's 163 quid for a hand sorter. Mate, a piece of equipment like that in a shop would be £1,000. You know, like these should not be 300 coins each. They should be thousands. Everything should be really expensive. Everything. Like conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are dirt cheap basically in this. Shouldn't cost you a couple of £100 to go to a conveyor belt shop. It should cost you thousands and thousands and thousands to go to a conveyor belt shop. But the economy in this game is like, it's so simple to win. And I think that's what a lot of people's criticism about Hydroneer does come down to the economy. Like as soon as you've even just got a little bit of money, the game just becomes like, okay, everyone's happy now. We're all rich. So why am I playing this game? Now I play it because it helps me. You know, this is a good game for me, like chill out for and sort my brain out a bit. But I can understand why people go like, so why am I doing this again? I get it. Did Max remove the auto smelters? And it's never had a problem with it. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, he removed those ages ago. That's when they used to be hooked up to water. Now they're not hooked up to water. They're just logic based. Or are they? Hold on. Yeah, auto smelters are just logic based. That's why you don't get damaged. 1 million hydrocoin for a vertical conveyor. Oh no, I would say that, like, I don't know, let's say £2,000. £2,000 for a vertical. At the moment it's 325. 1,000 per belt. That's how it should be. I think I've just me. This is spouting aloud, right? I think it should be 1,000 per belt. Pipes should not be 22 quid. Pipes should be like 100 each. Make us actually spend our money, because having 350 grand, I've had this amount of money. I've had this pile of money for a really long time. Mainly because I don't need to spend it as much, because everything's so bloody cheap. Like I said, that was 500,000 quid. I've spent 150,000 on my entire setup, and I don't need to spend much else anymore. I do need one of these though, because we need to put in a new conveyor belt. I've got pipes and bits and pieces at home. I should have bought an yeah, I should have bought a sled with me. The worst part is getting this on here. Normally I bring a sled. Normally. I actually stopped using the auto smelters when they had a degrading health. Yeah, so I only use them to cut down on lag now. And how I do that is how I've got them set up at home. So I literally use them as a way of just getting all the stuff together, so all the ores and everything else, and then all of a sudden just pushing a button and they all just like come to the top. That's all I use them for. I don't use them for anything else in the game. I don't use them for like setting up a certain time sequence or anything. I literally just use them to go done, and now I don't care anymore. We'll stop at 5 grand. There you go. There we go, see? Done. And I now have 346,666 left. Excellent. And now I won't need it for another. I won't need my money for another little while. Yeah. But even the problem with that is, even then, like, you'll get to a point where you don't want to build anymore because it's lagging your computer up. So you just become rich anyway. It's like adventure capitalism, basically. It's, you know, it's basically economy based, but you're the only one working on it. But it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. And the reason why I should have bought a sled with me is because I've now got to bring this all the way down here so we can set this up. Ta-da! Right, now I need to rip my conveyor belt apart, because we need to make this a loop again. I need straight belts, straight pipe. There we go. The Diamagine muster at the motivation to return my old channel and resume streaming, where then I will have you to thank for the motivation. Oh, not a problem, dude. If you ever get back into it, then go for it. So my issue right now is I'm struggling to basically see the difference between, like, well, it's not so much a difference, it's more, why am I continuing to make other videos when no one watches them? So I'm just going to stick to things that people do watch. And it will start, like, boring me. It will start killing me, but yeah. Right, so that needs to be, it's this one. Greetings from Guam. Wow. Found your channel recently, loved your content, wishing you all the best, and thank you for introducing me to this game. Not a problem, Dustin. Glad you found it. Glad you found it in a decent watch. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I mean, this channel, I've as said, for the last sort of, I would say for the last few months, I've been mulling over what my chances are on this channel of, like, dealing with everything else I do. And yeah, it's basically turning into one of those things where I'm sitting there just going, so what do I do? I've got choices. The idea is to basically, this channel is just going to become like what I do now. I'm going to be playing Hydroneer, Satisfactory. When Satisfactory goes to version 1, I'm going to version 1, okay? That's what I did until the looping hit a solid steel wall. I ended up growing growth on the channel to both YouTube and yeah. How am I doing? I'm doing good, Brandon. Thank you very much. But yeah, for me, it's more. I'm looking into turning. I would say I'm looking to turn this into I'm sort of. It almost feels like I'm niching down in a way, because I'm literally going to be sitting here with. Is there no boosters? Yeah, there are boosters for lava pipes. They're sold at lava stores. Give me a sec. But a lava booster. That one there. It's on a lava pipe. So, the plan really that I came up with was that this channel is going to basically go down the route of playing games that I, number one, enjoy. Oh, and it's my last call. So, games that I really enjoy. So, Hydroneer, Satisfactory, games that I do get on with, genuinely, a lot of the time. And then I was going to do everything else on a different channel, because it basically comes to a point where nobody really watches my other videos. So things like Planet Crafter, very limited. Things like even Mon Bazoo, you know, games that I really do enjoy, but no one really seems to watch. So I want to build that away from this channel. And the reason why is mainly because the people who subscribed for Hydroneer, for Car Mechanic Simulator, all of those, they don't tend to watch anything else. So I sort of figured that this channel would be good just to keep it into those games that people do really enjoy watching. Everything else I play, like the variety stuff, like the gym simulator game, Mon Bazoo or anything else. I think Mon Bazoo does have a sort of like part here because it's car building, and car building is something I want to go into like my garage a bit more and play that on here as well. But I want to do all that like messing around content over on something else, just so it's not here. And I think that's where I need to be, because the audience that comes to watch on this channel is you guys are just a different audience than what watch the other stuff I make. If that makes sense. You know, most of the people who watch like the Hydroneer stuff, the Planet Crafter stuff, you probably don't really give much of a damn about the other games I play. So might as well just do that somewhere else. It's not your fault. It's basically, you know, I'm making content for the audience that actually does enjoy this. I do have corners. I have corners. I'm fine. Every time I see the T2 drills in volcalidus, I actually think of the ones that Ogle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. What do other play? What yo play other games? Yeah, no, I play a lot of other games. I played Manor Lords the other day on stream. I've played Mon Bazoo. I played Gym Manager the other day. I've played. The worst part is, and she's saying this is quite funny. This channel has 20,000 subscribers, and I made a video like a couple of days ago, and it got like 100 views. Let me just pull it out. I'll show you. Well, no, I'm not going to show you. I'll tell you. Yep. I quit my job to run my own cinema. 20,000 subscribers, and that video got 180 views. Most of my videos are like that. So, no point in having my free. But yeah, that was my main. So it basically hit, and I was like, you know what? Actually, this is sort of reality. Yeah. Actually, when it comes to live streaming, I get that people sometimes they join the stream and they just chill. I don't, you know, if people don't like it, people don't like it. That's fine. But I get it, you know, it's podcasting. So this is what live streaming is. It turns into a podcast and people just sitting back and enjoying, or doing their like daily job or doing like stuff at home. And I get it, because I'm one of those people as well. For me, if I watch a live stream, I'm normally doing something else as well. So when it comes to, I sometimes forget to like the stream. I sometimes just sit there and never speak, because I'm a lurker in some respect. So, you know, I get it when people don't talk or anything. I don't mind it. Yeah, liking the stream is just one of those things. It helps support the stream, yes, but it's, you know, if you're just going to sit and watch, it's not mandatory. I'm not holding a gun to your head. You can just do that yourself. I mean, obviously, don't hold a gun to your own head. Just, you know, like or not like, it's up to you. But yeah, the gamble of career, yeah. So another game that I wouldn't play over here would be, I can't play it on this channel because last time I played the first one and it got demonetized like straight away, and that was Drug Dealer Sim. Drug Dealer Sim. As soon as that game loaded up, it was like, hi. We're not allowed to place ads on this because of the content. I was like, okay, cool, right, fine, you know, I'm okay. Right, so I don't need any more T's. They can go back up here. So I need corners and I need other stuff now, but we got to put the conveyor belts out as well. So yeah, that's the ultimate plan. As said, I've created another channel, and I'm just waiting for things to upload. So I'm basically just running down what I have already in the background. So at some point I've got to do a first impression, or maybe a couple of videos of Oddsparks, because of, well, Oddsparks is a brand new game that's just come out, and it's an automation game, so it should be fun, and you get to play with like lumps of wood that have got their own personalities in life. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll see. Do you experience FPS drop with your setup? Not yet, but I know I will. I remember from another stream you're talking about Fallout 4, the update drop. Yeah, it did. Yes. Am I going to jump back into... So, my plan is on Sunday. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I'm going to be streaming on Sunday. I'm going to be streaming Fallout 4. So, I already created my character. I'm just right at the start of the game. You know, the bombs haven't dropped yet. We're in our nice house. Sean's asleep in the bed. Haven't spoken to my wife. Haven't spoken to Codsworth. I literally just created the character and then just turned it off. I'm like, I will play this. Mainly because, like I said, I'm a massive Fallout fan. The TV shows like sparked that thing back into me again, and I'm actively playing Fallout 76 as well right now as well. So yeah, I'm playing Fallout a lot right now. I only get the FPS drop as the ice builds up in Harvester or Hardstone build up. So yeah, you shouldn't get ice build up anymore. It's depending on how you've placed your conveyor belts feeding your stuff. So this is how I had to do it. Was we did an experiment with this. If you have your belts just flowing straight into it, it usually has a problem. When I had a conveyor belt on the front of this, it was piling up on the side of that bit there, and it was building up and building up and building up. So that sucked. So I pulled the belt back, and now this just flows in. I haven't had a problem since doing this. So my conveyor belt is 1 square higher than the actual harvester, and it falls into the harvester with no issues. So I have not yet had a problem with this setup. So if you want to copy that, go for it, because it works for me. The hardstone build up, I'm not sure why your hardstone is building up. Again, I'm running quite a lot of hardstone and I still haven't had that problem. So I don't know what's going on with it. The only times I've ever had a problem is when I was sorting straight into things. So when I was using just these, which I was doing at the top, I had these just flowing straight into the actual like containers, and every now and then I'd get something stuck to here. But it seems to be almost like, because I've put this conveyor belt here, it's kept it moving, and I haven't had a problem with this since. So that's it. Yours is lifting into, yeah, so basically if you just pull it back one more conveyor belt and just vertical up 1 square, you should be okay. But yeah, since I've done this, I've not had a single problem with anything clumping on the belts or anything. Occasionally I get 1 or 2 stuck on a corner. That happens, and I'm still not sure why. But apart from that, it works now. Genuinely, it's working a lot better than it used to. I haven't really changed much, so I don't really know what's going on. Anyways, so we are 2 conveyor belts short, and we need a load of more drills. Are they straight belts? They are straight belts. I had a load down here already. Oh man. I don't know how many is here, so that's fine. Anyway, we're good. So that'll do for another 2 rows of them. I suppose I'm basically done for that, which is fine. If I run the machine for another 10 minutes, we'll take whatever's left and we'll go and get some more drills. Alright? So we're just going to have a sit and chill. We're going to calm down, have some milk and cookies, and we'll be just fine. And then at some point I'll start building again. I normally do the whole building thing. For me is I'm doing it when I'm mainly doing it when everything else is sort of working. There's no lava flow, that's fine. So when I'm off, or I'm just like I've got nothing to do for a couple of hours, I will sit here and build, which is why I've got pillars up on the sides of my mine now. Are you excited for Fallout's next game? Well, Foul Balls. Oh, Foul Balls. It would be nice to know what it is, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Now, I tried to ask Max a question. I was like, is it going to be a mining game? And he was like, I don't know. So he's not saying anything, and I have no idea. I got an idea for something you could add to your Hydroneer, Lavaneer build. Adding a floor above tier 2 drills. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Yep. So that's the plan. That is the reason why. It's actually the reason why I got the scepter as well. So what I'm going to be doing is that when I finish that bottom layer, I'm going to be putting a floor over the top and then putting another one in. That's just what I'm going to do. So we're going to run this for 10 minutes. At 1 hour and 46 minutes, I'm going to turn them off, and I'm going to show you what can run in 10 minutes, which is faster than the ore drills. Well, you're on my headphones. I've got a resin built plate to process. No problem. I had a big setup. The frames went from almost 100. I had to move my smelters down to the pit. Yeah, that's what I had to do. So when I was running a smaller setup, my harvester was up here. So my harvester used to sit here. Alright. But as the frames got lower, because I knew it was going to cause a problem and I wanted to build more, I moved everything down there. So the reason why I have the auto smelters down there is because it's all collecting as quickly as it possibly can, and then I just ship the bars up and I'm fine. But that's just how I've done it. Yeah, this game sucks resources out really hard. So if you can imagine streaming that as well at the same time. Yeah. So when it comes to your settings, try and sort of like limit it down. I limit mine down to 60 FPS. Vertical sync is on as well. Turn off motion blur and turn off bloom. These are just, and I turned off DLSS. I've turned off DLSS. I've turned off bloom, motion blur, 60 FPS like throttle, and vertical sync. And basically, you can run for a little bit longer. But I'm running like a mediocre computer. It's not anything majorly special at all. That fund up there is literally how much money I've got towards a new computer right now, and that's the one I want to build. So, yeah. It's partially going to be like upgrading the one I've got now, but I just want to put a new case in it. I did want to go up to DDR5, but I was like, you know what? I could probably max out a 5800X3D and be like, done. So what's new today? That row of drills. So we're now up to 48 working drills, and my foot hurts. I think that's about all I can really say for like what's new. The worst part is I didn't hurt my foot in the gym. I hurt my foot up walking upstairs. I wanted to go today because it's like it's max rep day today for me. So my gym start like on Monday. No one really wants to do anything on Monday, so I do. Are you using buff stones? Nope. I don't really. The buff stones don't bother me. And that's another thing. When people, I've spoken about this a couple of times in the Discord. People are just like, "Oh man, I got another 6-star drill." It's like, cool. What's their output? It's like it works out like you get extra output, and yes, it works. But I'm like, if I start building hundreds of drills, it's not gonna matter too much. So I don't even bother. My setup went from perfect to 100. Once I got to 300 setup, I flicked the switch and the FPS... yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yep. That's the problem with... That is the genuine problem with Hydroneer. As soon as you get to a point, your PC is the factor. Like, how much can you run? So on the older build, I did, 1,000 tier 1 drills? And that dropped my FPS down to like 5. Maybe even 3. So I'm expecting... I'm expecting to run about 400 big drills before I start really seeing a massive issue. That's just what's in my head, roughly. At the moment, I've only got 48 running. So I need to expend this out. I need to do like another load, and then we'll be fine. I want to keep it as gridded as possible, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to have enough room. $141. We got 5 minutes left. What is the end game? You're basically looking at it. I would say the end game is getting all the achievements. No, I haven't. Is there a display of FPS in this game now? No. I know MSI Afterburner does, but I haven't checked on Afterburner on this for a while. Maybe it's just at the moment I'm not really worried, but I know at some point it'll be like, okay, I'm probably gonna have to check it out what's causing my problem now, and it will be just frames. Let me just see if we can set this up now. MSI Afterburner. Yes. Nope. I'm not going to get most of my drills to 6-star. There's no point. Can't be bothered. It's not worth my time. Yeah, okay, upgrade. Update, sorry. Sorry, if the screen keeps flicking black, it's because I'm having to change screens. Yeah, download it. Cool. Pretty sure I already downloaded this, but okay. We'll run. Oh, there it is. And now I'm upgrading this. Years. So currently I'm running at 27, 26, 20, about 26 FPS. That's 48 drills plus the 17 run up side. So that's not bad. Steam has an in-game FPS counter. Go onto Steam settings and then go, where's my Steam settings? I don't know what Steam settings are. But yeah, at the moment my GPU is running at 39%. 25, 26 frames per second. My CPU is running at 70 Celsius. Good morning from Massachusetts. Can't stick around long. Need to go to work. Saw you streaming. Thought it'd be, how you doing? So it's shift and tab. I ain't seeing an FPS counter. Top left in the stream. No, top left I've got the time, the date, and 109 minutes in this session. Morning, Claus. How you doing, bud? Summertime and the weather's easy. No, I'll just run MSI. That's poor CPU at 70. It is, yeah. Well, it's 69 Celsius right now. Yeah, top left in Steam. When I press Alt and yeah, my top left in my Steam was literally just. I'll just carry on using MSI. It's fine. So if we come down here. So I'm running at 26, 27. Yeah. I did look into getting an AIO as well. So they are made for like disposable. The worst part, I find that really bad, right? An AIO is made for disposable use only. It's like, whatever. Like after you're supposed to change it within like 5 years. I'm like, that's really wasteful. But yeah, I can understand why they use. But yeah, it's I was just like, that's really bad. Like what I'd prefer to do is buy a radiator and just put water in it every now and then. But a lot of them is closed loop, so they're just useless. So fuck's sake. Basically the reason why my CPU is at 69 Celsius is because I use a fan and not like water. But looking into them now, I'm not so afraid of them. Basically, the thing that I'm afraid of is shorting out everything with water. But being that an AIO is a sealed unit and you're not supposed to touch it, you're supposed to just throw it away after 3 years or 5 years, then I'm all right with that. I just find it very wasteful of this generation. Like, hey, we just made this and you can't do nothing. You can do a custom loop. No. That I don't trust myself with, and I don't want to keep cleaning it out. It's scummy. I watched the overclockers clean out Spiffing Brits build. Oh my god, it was so mouldy. But they did use real tea, which was a bit of a failure. A fully submerged unit. No, dude, I'm okay. You're ahead. I'm getting 21 FPS with 6 lava drills in Ember. You can't get lava drills in Ember Cradle. Now I'm really confused. You can get tier 1 drills in Ember Cradle, but you can't get lava drills. What I love to do, water cooling my next PC, but apparently it's only a C less in temp. Yeah. So I'm literally, to put this into perspective, right? The cooler I'm using on my 3700X, which is the one I'm using, right? I'm using the Wraith Prism cooler that came with the actual like CPU. And I've never had a problem with it. Apart from the fact it reads out at 69 Celsius. The streaming software is taking a toll on the CPU. By the way, how often do you rinse your CPU fan blade? Oh, I wipe it off it. I've got a hold on, I'll show you what I use. I use this to clean out the dust. And I re-thermal paste my CPU every 6 months, roughly. Yeah, the stock cooler. I've had that stock cooler since I built this PC. So a couple of years now. But in my next build, I'm either buying a Noctura. It's basically a flat one. What about the sticky residue that is left behind? What, from the thermal paste? I clean it all off, like white spirit, not white spirit. Oh bollocks! What do I use? I can't remember what I use now. I haven't got any to hand either. I just pull it all off. I just clean it all off. I scrub it off properly. PC's alright, yeah. I re-thermal paste my thing the reason why I do it, and so the main reason why I re-thermal paste it is because of the fact that I'm always using it like constantly, because I'm basically streaming and gaming all the time, or I'm, this is a heavy load. It's like if I just re-thermal paste it, I do that. Could have sworn I watched a video saying there aren't tier drills. No, there isn't. So there isn't a tier drill. All the drills can be used on every tier, but you're using lava drills in Ember Cradle, and Ember Cradle is base game, and lava drills are volcalidus. So I'm not sure how you're getting lava drills on Ember Cradle. That's just me though. Or are you talking about you've got 6 drills running on New Dawn? Because New Dawn is the starter plot on this one. I made a mutant out of my last two PCs in the case. I chose to stick an F. That's fair. That's okay. That's what threw me. I'm just confused. The drills are just labelled tier 1 and tier 2. No, they're not. They're known as lava drill and heavy drill. They don't have tiers. That's just a lava drill. And the reason why they're just labelled lava drill and heavy drill is because they're not tiered at all. They're just bye-bye, see you later. You can put them anywhere. That's why I've got tier 1s there. Well, as UK tier 1s, lava drills down one side, heavy drills on the main side. No, I wanted to build in my head. The main build I want to build is actually a 2PC PC, right? So you take a big ATX case, like a full ATX case, and you put a full-size motherboard at the top of one. So let's say I take all this PC, I put this into the case, and below I build a mini PC inside, which would hook up to the actual backplate, and then that bottom one becomes my streaming PC, and the top one becomes my main. And then Claus explains that you just get a capture card and just run both. That's how I saw. Is 70 degrees too much? I have between 60 and 80. Have an IO. Well, no, that's good for me. Idle, my PC runs at 35 degrees. It just sits there and just does nothing. But when you're under load, your PC's going to get hot. That's just how it is. You're playing a game. It's working. 67 watching, 34 likes. Yeah. But it's fine. Right, we're supposed to turn this off nearly 10 minutes ago. Right, so I've been running it for 13 minutes. Roughly. Go up. Up. Well done. Jump. Congratulations. Right, let's go and turn all this off now, and then we'll be fine. Off with the drills. Done. Not the thermal, but the sticky residue that is remaining on the actual blades of the computer fan. I've never got any. Do you like to live dangerously, not hammering things down? I hammer the things down that I'm not going to pick up. So all my floor is hammered down. I have screwed up before. But most of the things that I can take apart are literally everything, apart from the flooring. It's just so I don't fall through the scenery. More than enough. But yeah, I've never had I've cleaned the fans off properly. I cleaned them off the day I bought them, so there was nothing on them at all. Not a problem. I mean, if you've got any questions about the DLC, I can answer them now. Like, I am right here. And if you have any questions about the DLC, ask away. because at the end of the day, I'm more than happy to go through anything with anybody. If you're like apprehensive about buying the DLC, then it's best to talk to somebody who's playing it and you're watching it and so on and so forth. Unless you actually want to just go off and watch all the videos. All my videos are guides. That's the problem. So it tells you how to play the game. It's not an opinion on how the game runs or what it's like or so on and so forth. So yeah, it's probably best just to natter. Right, turn the heater, turn it off, turn this up. They're all done. Cool. And now we wait. Only time a PC will get gunk in the fans is if somebody smokes. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I don't smoke or vape. My other half vapes. So occasionally I see the clouds coming towards me. But nothing gets in this PC like vape wise because it goes out the window. Thankfully we have a crossbreeze. But yeah, I think the best thing to do is not vape or smoke near a computer because they will suck it up, and it's a pain in the ass to clean because it just gets sticky. Yeah. Right, so we ran this machine for 13 minutes. And this is how much cloutium. So we got another 3,500. And another 5,000 core stone. There you go. So that's not bad. For 20 minutes worth of running, I've got nearly 10,000 of each. And now guess what we go and do? We go and get more drills. Yeah, we are. So where are we going? We're going to go and get some more drills and chill. Da, 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 da. But yeah, so that's the plan. Plan is to just build a new computer at some point, or repurpose some of it and build the rest. I have the first plot and 3 lava drills going. Should I pivot to focus on quests or get a deeper plot than quests? Me personally, I would go down the route. This is just the way I play it, so you know, pinch of salt, right? Me personally, I would go get a bigger plot, go deeper. And then quests become easier because the amount of stuff you're digging from a deeper is more than what you would get from where you are now. So to put it into perspective, some of the quests that you need are like quite high value. You know, so you might get asked to do like a £300 piece of core stone and this, that and the other. And you can't get core stone at plot number 1. So you have to move. And the only way you can get core stone at plot 1, which is Dawn Rest, this one here, the only way to do it is to feed a lava drill straight into a pan, and there's a chance of getting core stone. But core stone is tier 2 and below. Smoke and vaporize will F up the PC hardcore. Previous message was generally based on a monitor. I have in use for Discord, only to be honest, making a screeching sound from the fan. Oh, yeah, I've never had that problem. I've not. Most of my problems. I got to be honest. I read a lot of people who have issues with computers, and I sit and just go, I've never had this problem. I think it's mainly because I don't really. After I've built the computer, I don't really touch it. I don't overclock. I don't do nothing. Even now, like Linus and Jay's 2 cents have basically said because of processors and everything becoming like as powerful as they are, there's actually no reason to. There's no reason to overclock your machines anymore. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Then I've got obviously if you want less power draw, then yeah, overclock them and change the voltage and stuff. But like I've sat here for nearly 2-3 years with this machine, and apart from like I upgraded my motherboard because my motherboard was like not as good as the one I wanted, so I bought a better motherboard. Apart from that, like I haven't really ever had a problem with my computer. So I'm wondering if the reason why people have problems with their PCs, and it comes down to that stigmatism of, oh yeah, well there's more to go wrong with a PC. It's like, yes, there is more to go wrong if you fudge around with it. If you don't fudge around with a PC can last you for years without ever having an issue. So, or just don't download anything stupid. I do find that funny as well. Like, a lot of people are still scared of like viruses and everything. Use common sense. Don't go on dodgy sites and download stupid things. You know, that's how problems start. Yeah. Is there farming side? No, there's no farming on the DLC. You're literally just mining. That is it. But yeah, or I just got lucky. Farming could be okay, but you basically have to complete all the farm. Yeah, that was wrong. Oh my god, I caught you live at 5:30 in the morning. That's because it's 11:30 in the morning here. Normally, I wouldn't be streaming during the week. I don't normally stream during the week, just because of, like, I go to the gym now. The monitor is somewhat beginning to become an old, even though it's only 2.5 years old. Yeah, yeah, same. I mean, my monitors are old. Like, in that respect, my monitors are quite old. Mine are just bog standard, like 1080 monitors. But I don't play at high res either. I don't play at 1440p. I don't play at 4K. I don't play at nothing. I play at 1080p. And the reason why I play at 1080p is because most people watch YouTube at 720 to 1080p. No one really bought, and some watch at 1440, yes, but there's not real much of a difference in quality when it comes to video watching. So why am I going to upgrade everything I do just so the videos look exactly the same on YouTube? Compression exists, unfortunately. You didn't get lucky, dude. Most people have no idea how to use a PC correctly, let alone how to overclock optimize. I haven't overclocked at all, so I'm alright. Whoever is getting screeching noises from their fans, it could be possibly bearings. Yeah, it normally is. Mine start wobbling. I'm like, okay, I'll just replace my fans. It's fine. But I don't buy expensive fans either. Like the fans I have in my computer are like crappy, standard, shitty ones that I bought for like 15 quid. You only see the benefit if you have YouTube Premium. Exactly. And I don't know many people who actually pay for YouTube Premium, so there's no point. I'm not even worried. 1080p gaming is going to be around for so long, it's not even funny. It doesn't matter about technological advances. People are still going to be watching in 1080p. No one cares about resolution really now. And also, I feel sorry for YouTube as well. And yeah, I really do, because like, their servers, obviously at the cost of, like, let's say it costs like £1 in, like, this is layman's terms. Let's say it costs £1 to get my stream onto their server, and it just stays on their server forever until eventually they die, right? So that's £1. Let's say 1440 streams and videos, that's £2. So it's £2 per 1440. When it comes to 4K, it's £10 per stream. Right, as I said, example. That's the difference between 1080p and 4K when it comes to how much it costs to put those things onto YouTube. So YouTube's cost goes up, which means creators get less money because they've got more to pay for. So I'm actually doing YouTube as a service by not using up all that bandwidth or all that storage space. I'm keeping their costs low, whereas everyone else is like, I got to do all my videos in 4K. Why? Well, you know one person, because I'm... Oh, well, okay, thank you very much for being a premium user. I was wondering why my creative world in Hydroneer was lagging, and then I realised the abandoned mine didn't... Oh, there you go. There's your problem. I always believe that everything makes up more than 80% of the max capability. Once past the point of a performance, then really anything seems good. Yeah, very much. Yeah, so as soon as you get to your, like, max load... Yeah, it just dies. You may as well just find that max load and be happy. But yeah, my next machine. I just want my next machine to be. It will last for X amount of time. So that's all I want from a PC. I'm not a heavy user. Well, I'm not one of those people who are like. I'm not sure how it would work, but yeah, I'll be up for that. Need it as a mod now. Someone better invent it. And then pay for that crap. Alright. Yay! The truck's not too big. What are you talking about? To put this into perspective, that second floor is where tier 2 is. Nah, the truck's fine. It's completely fine. I actually really like it. I think it's just because it is beefy and it's like, yeah, it can go up mountains, we're fine. Exactly, it's too big. No, it's fine. It's completely fine. I haven't got a problem with it at all. It makes off-roading more fun, let's put it that way. It's just happy. You know? Yeah, actually, I would agree. A dig site crane is pretty. Like you would build a platform and just being able to like move around. Yeah, patience. It's a bit twitchy. If it always gets stuck, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, I agree. I think a dig site crane would be the same sort of tech. So we get a crane arm like this, but we're able to like almost like the big like rig cranes, where you're able to just go over the whole plot and just go up and down. So you have to build the runners. That would be, that sort of thing. Or you build a track that goes around the whole thing, so you just push the crane around. But again, this is the problem with it is that we can come up with all these ideas, all these suggestions. It's up to Max if he puts things in, and unfortunately, I don't think anything else is going to get put into this game. But it's just the way I see things and how I see development now. I don't think he's going to worry about it, which is a shame. I think it's done. Still too low. Right, have we stopped moving now? Yes. Right a little bit. Down a little bit. Down a bit further. But I think this game's shelf life is done now since... Yeah, same. If I'm going to be honest. Yes. This comes from... Oh, I just picked it back up. This comes from somebody who's played this game for the last 4 years. I genuinely think that Hydroneer is done. I think it's the end of its life. Or the end of its like the end of like development life. I think it's in maintenance now, so that is, as I said, it's just the way I see things. Like, It's in maintenance mode, so basically any bugs, they'll squish the bugs, they'll get rid of them all, and then the game will just run, and it's all good. So I need looking for something else now. But version 1 of Satisfactory soon, so that'll be good. There is a car game coming out though that I'm really excited for. I found it a few years back when it was sort of early-ish, and they upgraded to Unreal 4, I think it was. No, they've upgraded to Unreal 5 now. Sorry, and it's called Underground Garage. So if you go and check that one out, that's something I will be playing on this channel because it works. It's made by Bearded Brothers. Reminds me of a commercial with an old man with a listening pole with a dollar bill saying almost almost got it, almost got it. There we go. Finally, the rock has come back. Uranium fever. Oh, can you stop? I have played it. Yeah, I played early. I was playing it about a year and a half ago. No, when did I start playing it? I started playing it a couple of years back, and I know this because I was in alpha testing, and at that time Kerry was going through chemo, and yeah, I basically said I'm just gonna have to stop testing at the moment because of all this stuff happening and this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, that's cool. They said, okay, you know, you can come back whenever. I've never gone back to testing it. So the reason why I never went back to testing it is because I feel that if I went back to test it, I'm probably not going to enjoy the whole game as much. That's my thinking. So I decided there and then I wasn't going to go back to it. I want to play the full game. I've been watching the progress on in their Discord. It's been good. I've enjoyed what I've seen, and really like the direction the game is going. It reminds me of sort of like Need for Speed style customization, where you can build your cars up and this, that, and the other, but actually in control of the actual mechanic side of things, which is nice. And building up a garage where it all comes down, it looks like it all comes down to reputation. So it's like you have to do this, and this. You have to build cars that are like this. I'm like, cool, this sounds like something I could really get behind. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am. So yeah, that'll be something I'd definitely play over here. And because I want to change the direction of where I'm going on this channel, I think my garage will be coming back to this channel. So my garage will be coming back. I'm going to be reinstalling bits and pieces over the next few days, just showing up what I need to do and how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to be playing this. I'm going to be streaming this a lot. I'm going to be playing my garage. I might go back to CMS, but I don't know. Mainly just because of, like, you know, as I said, I killed it for myself when I was doing it originally. Satisfactory is definitely something is going to be taken over on this channel because of the DLC. Not DLC, sorry, because the fact it's going over to version 1. And I want to do like a Fallout thing as well. I just want to enjoy gaming and be happy. I think that's where I need to be, really. And then on the other channel, when I eventually start uploading to it, then yeah, I'll see about chucking stuff up and being happy on there as well. We shall see. Right, I need shards for this power. Is there only one sell point at the start of the DLC? Yes. And then when you go into New Glade, you build the other one. Right, so that's done. Now, we need to row up whatever's left in the back of my truck. Right, that should be good enough. Yeah. Ah, go down. How long did that take you to dig out? I used the roller. So each plot took about a couple hours to do each one. If there was full damage, instant death. Yeah, I would just make a slide at that point. If there was full damage, you'd be like, no, I'm going to slide down. I'll be fine. I'll just build a slide. I did build a Mario pipe in an earlier build. So it was just funnels that went down. I finally found a use for funnels. You should have seen the size of the box my new chair came. Dude, I've seen these boxes turn up. Like my last one, the one I had before this one, the box was like massive. I'm like, basically, everything was put together already. All I had to do was put the stand on. I was like, why didn't they just put this down in a flat pack? I could have done this myself. But yeah, I do like your chair though, but I don't think I can spend 350 quid on a chair, considering I want a £350 microphone. Oh yeah, the microphone I want, by the way, if I get one, it'll be the last microphone I buy. Just hands down, that's it. I'll never have to buy another one. Because it's a nice mic. It's made by a company called Beacon, and just genuinely, it's a beautiful piece of kit. If you're into audio and stuff, it looks pretty cool. And the reason why is because it's one of those microphones I don't need a mixer for. I can literally just use the software that's inbuilt in the microphone. That's why I want it, because it's just, I'm able to like gauge it a lot better. I wouldn't say I'm an audiophile, but I'm definitely somebody who prefers like a better sounding piece of kit. Now my mic's actually alright, I like it, but there is always a better microphone. Like anything by Behringer make really good mics. Surgeon, they make good ones as well. Rhodes are not bad. I actually find Rode like too mainstream, and I know it sounds really weird. Like if you look at a lot of people, if you look at a lot of people who use microphones for like YouTubing or streaming and everything else, people like myself, you'll always find they're always using like Rode Podcasters or the SM7B or V, whichever one is up to now. And it's like they all use the same ones because everyone uses the best equipment, and that's fine. I can understand that, but no one's ever willing to like take a plunge and do something else. So my microphone, I don't know another YouTuber or streamer who uses this microphone, so that's why I wouldn't mind getting a Beacon, because not a lot of people use them, and most people use Rode Podcasters or SM7Bs. Shure is definitely a good brand, but it's like there's plenty of good mics out there you can use. Okay, so that's another row of drills. So that takes up to like 50 something now. 57? No, 50. It's even numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So 60. That's fair. Pipes. Yeah, that is right. I'm like, is that right? Yeah, that's definitely right. But yeah, so that's the plan for me, is to literally just I'm seeing what happens next month. Next month we've got I've got MOT to pay for, new glasses to pay for. Yeah, pay the other half, put some money into the bills. So I think out of my money next month, all alone is like 600 quid straight up. Like, yay, no money. Although I had to build it on my own time. Yeah, oh, you had to build your chair? Oh, no. I built my chair on my own as well. You'll be fine. Fine. Stop crying. No, you're... You'll be alright. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Okay, that's cool. The dripping lava removes ice. Yeah, it does. That's good, man. As long as so I know I get iffy when it comes to like spending lots of money on stuff, but I mean if it's helping, genuinely, you can't really go wrong with it, can you? And people spend more on better stuff because it is better. You know, it's not like you can't find a 50 quid chair that does like the best job in the world, because that 50 quid chair, it's cut so many corners. There's not even a point in like looking at it, sort of thing. It's like there's no point. Just don't worry about it. Right, so I need... This is for T's. We've got conveyor belts. I need this one down the bottom. Ghostbusters. Yeah, I still haven't watched Frozen Empire. Mainly because I'm scared of watching it. Because if you watch the trailers to it, I was like, okay, this doesn't feel right for some reason. And then I've watched some of the earlier reviews, and they're like, oh, it's really good. There's even this bit with like Phoebe and the ghost. I'm like, why? What happens with Phoebe and the ghost? I look into it a little bit more. It's like Phoebe's falling in love with a ghost, and she wants to kill herself. It's like, for fuck's sake. Just, I don't really care. And then like the mum is now like, she seems to be the one in charge, and she's like really bossy. Paul Rudd is basically Paul Rudd and just plays himself again. I'm like, I can't. No, I'm done. And apparently they dumbed Ray down. It's like, Ray is like, he's one of the intelligent Ghostbusters. Nope, he's not very intelligent in this. It's okay. It's like, no, this doesn't make sense. So I'm a little bit scared of watching Frozen Empire. And I'm like, don't really want to. And Bill Murray is basically, oh, hey, yeah, we're going to go off and do this now. Okay. And then that's it. It's like, fuck us. I think I've just got to a point where not even nostalgia can bring me back to some of these old franchises. And I just don't really care about them anymore. I'm sort of getting bored of the rhetoric. Which sucks. You know, some of those things are some of my favourite things in the world to me. But no, when you start messing around with characters, and when you start like changing lore and everything, it's like, oh, no, I'm done. I don't like it. I know I'm getting old now, so it's a symptom. It's not the way it used to be. It's not the way. Do you know the way? Right, we got to go and fill up some stuff. So I need to take this, and I need to go and get some tea pipes for lavas. So we need to go and buy loads of them. Loads of them. So that's for tea pipes. Let's go and get tea pipes now. Not impressed with the trailers either. See, that's the thing. So Afterlife, I watched Afterlife, and the only thing that I got a little bit cringy with was the kid from Stranger Things. I wasn't really a big fan of him. I don't really care. It's fine. You know, that's my opinion. The film itself actually wasn't bad. Came with a lot of member berries. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I remember when this happened in the Fast, and that was fine. But my God, apparently they've just ruined the second film. Like, oh no, dumb. We just can't beat the original. I think it is partially that, yeah. But it's like with the Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, the movie with like the dial of whatever the bloody hell they called it. In my head, it's the dial of dysentery because that's what I keep hearing it being referred to. It's literally, please leave the old man alone. Let him die in peace and be happy. No, let's take him out and do one last adventure. Oh, God damn it. All he wants to do is die and leave him alone. No. No, he has to go out again. And he has to go and spag off. Just leave him alone. Indy doesn't care anymore. I think I might have enough. Maybe. Only 2,900 for all that. See? Pipes are too cheap. I'm still on $343,000 and I've just bought all those. Next Thursday's Foundry. Oh, yeah. Might be alright. Yeah, huh? Simulator? Yeah. I think Foundry is going to be like 20. I'm estimating like £25 as a max. Did Itchy ever care? Oh, did Indy ever care? I think he used to, like, so Indy when he was younger, obviously that was his job. That was what he did. As he's got older, you can tell that there's like, oh yeah, well we got to bring Indiana Jones back. And it's like, why? Just let him die. Be happy. You know, he is a legend. The legends do die. I mean, they are remembered forever. But they do eventually pass the gauntlet, so to speak. But the way they've done it with the dial of dysentery, I'm done. Phoebe Waller-Bridge was not a leading character. Should never have been considered to be a leading character. She just made it just a bad experience. If it's more than 25, I will be saying something. Yeah, I think it's only going to be. It'll probably be like the standard, like 15, 16 quid that I see quite a lot in this sort of game. So I'm alright with that. £15, yeah, I think you'll be right. 20 maximum, I think 20. But if it's in like 25 period, that's like Astroneer. You know, not Astroneer. Oh. What's it? Everyone keeps trying to get me to play, and I can't remember the bloody name of it now. Everyone keeps talking. Everyone keeps telling me to play it. It's on the thingy. Is it on here? Is it on here? It's not on the list. No, not Paul. Harrison Ford was happy when Han Solo was killed. Yeah, but the crowd weren't. I would try and find this game. I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? Oh, why? Actually, the worst part is I know. No, not Factorio. You're a wobbly man running around a planet. I know that's a really descriptive way of doing this. He has Factorio, yeah. Let's game it out, because he's done a video on this. Hey, my name's Josh, and I'm this. Cool. That's the one. Astroneer. Everyone keeps trying to get me to play Astroneer. Astroneer, yeah. So Astroneer, like, Astroneer, I think the max price for that is like £25. So if Foundry was 25 quid, that's like the max it could possibly be. You know, that's Astroneer quality. Jay Gloves, how you doing, bud? Welcome. Right, I think we're done for most of the stuff I need. We need this one. I have it. I like it, but when you get stuck on another planet, it's over. Oh. So another one I do like the look of now. I mean, I played it on its infancy and I traded it in, was No Man's Sky. Mainly because I really didn't agree with the way No Man's Sky was to start with, and it pissed me off that they screwed it up that badly. But saying that, they have done all right with it since. So I'm a little bit more open to No Man's Sky now. I own it. I'm more happier with what they've done with it, which is good. It means they actually tried. Right, on that, let's see if this runs. So we're at 60 big drills, 18 little ones, so we're running 78 drills in total. Right, let's go and turn the lava on. Lava! And then we'll turn on the drills, the harvester, the water, and watch it crash my computer. Oh, shit. And fall off, obviously. There we go. It's really cooking now, Frankie. Afternoon, yeah, it's 12:30 now. Been on Central Station Simulator for a little lately. They're ingots. Cool. I looked at Central Station, I was like, I wonder what this game's actually like, so it might be something I chuck onto a different channel. Because like I said to you, I'm now looking at getting another channel going. That's why my T3 build on base game looks like it. That's fine. No, it's not chugging it. It's about 20 FPS. So it's not too bad. Why is there so much stuff? Because I've put in lots of drills. Yeah. All I heard was young Anakin. It's working. It's working. Do you know what? Do you want to know the worst part though? And it's a little thing. This is how my brain gets like triggered sometimes. All right. I'll show you what's triggering me. This. So, because of the amount of hardstone that's coming off of here, right, all that hardstone should be here. No, it should be there. Shards should be here. Core stone should be here. And cloudium should be there. Because it's the order of how rare things are coming on the conveyor belt. That's what's wrong with my brain, right? It's not flow, as in like it's not like most to least. Yeah, it's almost a constant flow. Almost. I guarantee if we add another 10 drills to this, that will be a constant flow of gold. And we won't have a problem. Because there's gaps still at the moment. But yeah, there you go. We're at 400 and nearly 480,000 like hardstone. I can't wait to get one block of hardstone and just go, this is how much stone's worth. Rock and stone. Well, there you go. And it's running nicely. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit choppy. I can see it on the conveyor belt. But that's... where are we up? 60... Yeah, 64 drills across the top. I'm pretty sure there's 18 here. 1, 2, 3, 4... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... Oh no, hold on, there might be more then. I thought it was 18. Could be more. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 little drills plus 84. So we're no 64. 64 plus 22, 86. So we're running 86 drills. 86 drills, and it's like chugging it away like 20 FPS. I feel the OCD flowing through. Yeah, it does. But by the way, if you come into this game, if I've changed this around next time, that's the reason why. So I think I'll be alright. I think hardstone can be at the end, it'll be fine. But there, I think core stone and cloudium need to be turned around. Because that's not right. In my head, that's not right. But there you go. The hardstone compactor's just like nom 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 constant. That thing is going for it. Rocks are like water. Well, it is ice. Technically. I use the ramp conveyor to get into my logic smelters, and I'm having issues with build up on the top of the ramp. 10 minutes of running. Yeah, so with mine, like as said, when I did it, I'll show you up here. So when I had it up here, oh damn. So up here, when I was doing it on here, oh crap! The Paw Patrol have just stuffed up. Damn it! Right, okay, we're stuffed. That's why it was starting to lag. That's not good. Yeah, that's going to cause me a problem. Right, cool. I have a major issue. That's why it was getting choppy, and I forgot to turn my gem compressors back on. Bugger. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right, cool. Right, thankfully. Honestly, I didn't pay attention. Right, at least that's sort of working. Your butt out of there. Right. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Right, cool. Are we finished down there? Oh, I can see a stuck one as well. Right there. Yay me! Right. Breathe it in. Chuck it all in there. Thankfully, as soon as the gems get in the pan, you don't have to worry about the lag too much. It's going to cause a problem when I empty this though. A little bit. Right. That's fine. It's only a little bit of cleaning, we'll be fine. Oh my god, I just crashed the game. That's not good. I really hope the autosave helped or not. I just crashed the video game. A gem broom would be really cool. Right. Yeah, this could be fun. I broke it. So yeah, it does happen. I can still break this game even after it's all its optimizations. How'd you break the game? Like this? Now we get to see where it was. Okay, that's not too bad. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn all these off now. I'm going to disconnect this because I think it's because it had a gem inside it. And this one. And we're okay. No, it's definitely not before the shit hit the fan. It's after. But don't worry. We're going to be just fine. Just. It'll be okay. Don't worry. Right. Now we're going to reattach this and this. And now I'm going to save it. And now I'm going to drop all this onto a conveyor belt. And turn them back on very quickly. Oh yeah, there we are. It works now. Game crashes as soon as he dumps. And ta-da! There we go. See? Yeah, we fixed our problem. Well, my problem. It wasn't your problem. It was definitely my issue. And there we are. And there we are. Oh yes. So yeah, the mine does work. That's good. And now I can turn off the harvester and we will bring this up. So we ran this for a couple of minutes? Roughly, before I killed the game? Roughly. And we'll see how much the old core stone and clouting are worth. But yeah, at least it works at 60. So we're at 86. Not bad. And the lag isn't massively horrible. And it was mainly just my flipping fault. It got worse. So I'm alright with that. It was a problem. We fixed it. It's all good. We need to check behind the ruby compressor. There's a ruby. You wouldn't have to check too much though. So the plus side to the ruby compressor is that after that is literally just diamond and flipping onyx. So yeah, thankfully I actually compressed them down quite well. Right, so we did a couple of minutes run and we got 1700 cloutium. So we got about 2500 core stone. I want to say 2500. Roughly 2,500. Oh, that's how. Yep. I'm taking that as a win. I'm all good. And we had what? Last time we counted out, we had 10 million gold. Now we got 12. I'd say that's fairly respectable. It's not bad. And there we go. So if you pull the lever, the auto smelter smelts everything and sends bars out. Yes. So I hooked it up to all of my auto smelters down there. So this is the way I did it in my old build. In order to stop the lag, I bought the processing area much closer to my drills. So I have auto smelters all down there. I pull the auto smelt one, which is the bucket. This one, they auto smelt, and then the bars come up onto here. And then what they do, in order for you to sort out, what you do is you make a £1 bar of each element and put them on top of the sorter rack, so it just sorts it all out. I've done this before. I did this in my Season 3 build. Season 3 build was a lot more complicated because we had tiered soil, so I had tiered sorting areas. I can show you this now, actually. So I'm done with this one. That's okay for now. Right, I will load up my other save, which was a little bit more complicated. Not really that, it wasn't that complicated. It was just more work. More like cables, more bits. Yeah. Right, so this is Season 3. Season 3, I thought about this more. How about we fix up the hard stone compactor? You don't need to. I don't need to fix it up. It's fine. Basically, with the hard stone one, it'll get to 9999999 and it will just empty. And it will just carry on. So, with this one, each one of my smelters was designed so I could just pull off a bar of something. So I push this, it goes to gold, it's all fine. If I push this button, every single one of my smelters downstairs smelts. That is to turn on tier 1, that's to turn on tier 2, that's to turn on tier 3. This is my smelter. And basically, on every single level of my mine, I had auto smelters. So this was to reduce lag. All of tier 1 would go into here, and then whenever I wanted it all to empty, you push the button and all of my smelters would basically smelt. And it happens down on tier 2. On tier 2 I had my own smelter set up down here as well. I called these pit stops because you need the only way to stop lag in this game was to basically make sure that nothing was on a belt for too long. So even at tier 3 it went into its own smelter area because this produces, each one of these drills produces one piece of dirt every second. So when you've got 40 odd drills or 50 odd drills, that's one piece of dirt every second. So that's 50 pieces of dirt every second. Then and then whilst that's still on the conveyor belt and it's still going through, there's another 50 coming right behind it and another 50 coming right behind it, and you're up to like nearly 200, maybe 300 pieces of dirt before it gets to the smelting process. And the problem with that is when you've got so much dirt on a conveyor belt, you're like, this is really bad. I've now got so much lag. So when you've got 50 pieces of dirt down here every second, you've got a piece of dirt every 2.5 seconds with tier 2, and then you've got a piece of dirt every 5 seconds with tier 1. When you've got 100 pieces of dirt being processed nearly every second of your time, you've got nearly 1,000 pieces of dirt on a conveyor belt. You need to get rid of all that stuff before it's going to kill your system. Could you divide it, meaning double smelter, but in between drill? Huh? No, I wouldn't do that. If what I'm saying. So no, I would have it so every single smelter was doing its own thing, and then the button upstairs would literally just control every smelter, so I didn't have to do anything. So I had it up here. So yeah, it was all sectioned off anyway. So yeah, and then basically what would happen is all the bars would come up the conveyor belt, go in their respectable like smelters or into their own gem compressors, and then if I push this button, oh yeah, well I need it to work first off, but yeah, and so if I pulled this lever, this magnet would pull one up and then it would pull it across. So there you go, and then it would go on the conveyor belt and it would go through the cutter. Because then I had the auto cutter set up here, and then anything else would go round this conveyor belt, back down this conveyor belt. You're not supposed to be there, you're supposed to be on that conveyor belt. It would go back down this conveyor belt and then put itself back onto the main belt and then sort itself back out. How does it go now? Well, it does exactly the same thing. But I actually did a test for Max when we were testing. So even with 50 drills running, one bit of dirt per second, it clogs. Like, it's stupid. Like the tier 3 drills are so powerful that they are ridiculous. And when you're producing that much dirt, you're like, nope. Lowers the ore and drills. I can't lower anything, no. The thing is I did it per tier, so it didn't have too far to travel. Like the conveyor belts are not that long. So even with like what 40 drills here, so there's 40 drills here. All that flows into there. All the ore disappears apart from gems. The only thing that travels from the bottom to the top, whilst everything's running, is gems. And the only way to divide it off was literally put dirt on here and go that way. But yeah, tier 3, I would say tier 3 is OP. As soon as you've got one tier 3 drill, you're outpacing 5 normal drills. So you just run those. Once you're down this far, you don't need anything else. It's fine. But yeah, on volcalidus, it's literally just put all your drills on the bottom and just go for hell for leather. Just crash your system at some point. I do miss this sort. This is the reason why I actually prefer the base game over volcalidus, is the variation of builds. Like instead of having like just, oh look, I've set up all these heavy drills, I'm fine. With this, you had to think a bit more. It was like, okay, I need like all this to like power all my conveyor belts. Then I've got to think how I'm going to bring in like tier 1, and then I've got to do tier 2. Then I've got to do this, and then I've got to do farming, and then I've got to do. There was a lot more to do. And I get it, the volcalidus is just a DLC. It's just focusing on the mining section, which, in fairness, a lot of people prefer. They prefer just mining, which is why I prefer it as well. But when it comes to variation of build, base game was just better for it. So that's, that's what I did here. Would it be possible to have set up like this also for gems? Like pull a lever and gems does tier 3, yeah. That's why it's not necessary. I did it for laughs. So with this, you pull this lever, out comes the gem, and then if I turn it off again, the gem falls towards this one because of the delay. There's a delay on it somewhere. Oh no, there isn't. It just takes a second to get around. I swear I put a delay on this. Basically, you pull this and then it comes up and it goes across and it lands on the belt. That's it. But it's unnecessary. It's not. You don't need it. And the only reason why I have this auto cutter here and this one here is because that was for... I don't even know why I have two now. I think it was just for missions when I just gave up. So I just have two cutters. But I did, as I said, I preferred the variation of the build. It was just better. But there you go. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this stream, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. I will be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on the channel, and we'll see where we go moving forward. So hold on. So would it lag if you put smelters on each floor or tier? It lags, but not as much. That's why I have smelters on every tier. Anyways, have a great afternoon. I might be back this afternoon. If I'm not, then I'll catch you tomorrow, because I'm streaming tomorrow. It's Saturday. It's all good. Until then, peace out. Have fun. Enjoy everything you guys do. And have a great rest of your time. A boom. Fist bump to you.